What's good, peeps? Thanks as always for passing by the channel. Much appreciated. Hit that subscribe button if you guys are new. Did you guys notice the new intro? Right, this isn't the same one as the one before. If you didn't notice it, please rewind the video 15 seconds and watch it again. Ian Clark, again, sent me through another intro. Thank you so much, Ian Clark. Much appreciated. For free. For fucking free. Just done it. Just sent it. Didn't even ask for it. Just sent it. I mean, you gotta love people. You gotta love people. Wants to help the channel grow and just sent me a new intro. We're about to do a video that has absolutely nothing to do with AJ Ruiz, Deontay Wilder, Fury, or Eddie Hearn. Go figure, right? Although I will say this, as I've been doing these AJ videos, I do think, as I'm just about to press post on YouTube, I think, am I just going into AJ overdrive here? But then I say to myself, this is fucking big news. This isn't your average Joe. I mean, AJ, the #1 talked about boxer, I think, in the world, just got beat by Andy Ruiz. So I should be doing more videos. But this isn't an AJ video, thank God. There are other boxers out there. And we're about to talk about someone that lost a few months ago who's also been written off, right? GENNADY Golovkin. GENNADY Golovkin fights this weekend against Steve Rolls. And not many people are talking about it. Maybe because of what's happened to AJ, understandably so. The boxing world seems to be fixated on that right now. I get it. Or maybe it's because of his opponent, Steve Rolls. I mean, let's be honest. I mean, I did a video talking about this fight 2 months ago when it was first announced, and this is a disgrace. I actually think I said something like, this is unacceptable, like a head teacher. This is unacceptable. And I still think it is. Even though Steve Rolls looked good on the pads, I have to be honest with you, I still think this is unacceptable. Steve Rolls, I think, has had one 10-round fight, I think, and the rest have been 8-rounders or something along those lines. And here you have GENNADY Golovkin, one of the best fighters of his generation. I still think a pound for pounder, still makes my top 10 pound for pound. Coming off a controversial loss to Canelo fighting Steve Rolls. Just not acceptable. If the zone are expecting sign-ups based on this fight, then you might as well cancel all your expectations. You're not getting any sign-ups on this one. You're not. People are going to fucking try and stream this for free, right? I mean, if people haven't signed up, no one's at home thinking, oh, going to sign up because GGG's fighting Steve Rolls. Ain't gonna happen. Regardless of the nature of the opponent, I can't wait to watch this fight because I love GGG. I absolutely fucking love him. And I like the fact people are writing him off. I really do. I mean, I find it strange. He lost a controversial decision to a guy that a lot of people are saying to me is pound for pound #1. GGG beat that guy in September, and all of a sudden GGG's washed up. Makes absolutely no sense to me. And I can't wait for him to shut some people up. I really can't. This fight ain't going to do it, right? We're not expecting anything from Steve Rolls. Famous last words. But we're not. I expect him to run through Steve Rolls like a hot knife through butter. Destroy him, right? I still think he will do to Steve Rolls pretty much like what he done to Vans. Just play with him and just destroy him, right? And then fingers crossed we get something special after. He said in a few interviews that he has something special lined up. I don't know what that means. Fingers crossed it means going to 168. This fight's at 164 pounds. I think he struggles to make 160. I really do. Age doesn't help as well, right? He's getting on a bit. This is the time to start jumping weights. Bernard Hopkins done exactly the same thing. I'm not comparing the two. I'm just saying Bernard Hopkins done exactly the same thing, and it kind of prolonged Bernard Hopkins' career another, what, 7-8 years. I don't think GG's going to be fighting till he's fucking 50, but it can prolong his career not to make that weight. And I do think the 168 division's a lot easier than 160. There are some talented guys at 168 that might not get the recognition. Benavidez is tough. Caleb Plant's tough. We know about Callum Smith. Billy Joe Saunders is there now. So there are some good guys there, but I'm sorry, 160 is frightening. 160 is frightening. It's full of fucking sharks. So I think if you are going to prolong your career for another, I don't know, 3-4 years, go to 168, please. But for those people that are telling me all of a sudden that Callum Smith will stop GGG, I mean, what are we basing this on? What's the basis on? Because I don't understand. I've not seen GGG take a backward step against anybody. He's never been down, amateur or pro. It never looks like he's been hurt, and all of a sudden Callum Smith knocks him out. Because Callum Smith stopped and damned, do you think GGG wouldn't do that? Or because Callum Smith retired George Groves, do you think GGG wouldn't do that? I'm asking you, do you think that? Of course not. So I wouldn't rule out Golovkin with anyone. I hope there's something special isn't Canelo. Not because it wasn't a great fight. I think those fights were great. 2 fantastic fights. 2 fights of the year. But I've seen it. It's done. It's happened twice. So I would prefer it to be 168. For those of you that are expecting to see something different from GGG because obviously the switch with Jonathan Banks, not yet. Isn't going to happen, especially not against Steve Rolls. Even if it was a higher caliber opponent, still ain't going to happen. I think a change like that will take at least 2 or 3 training camps, not one. GGG might look a bit more fluid, but GGG isn't going to somehow turn into Muhammad Ali. In my head, I was thinking of Rocky, is it 3? Where Balboa goes to train in Philly and starts to move a bit. Fingers crossed that happens to GGG, because I want him to start moving. He needs to move. He can't just stay in the pocket like that. He used to cut guys off very good. He didn't even do that against Canelo. But then again, that's Canelo. But I'm excited for him to be back. I don't expect another upset at MSG. Not at all. I do expect him to absolutely decimate, decapitate, and destroy Steve Rolls. I really do. If he doesn't, then yes, you can bring out all the questions. But if he does, expect him to destroy whoever he fights again at the end of 2019. He is back, people. He didn't even go anywhere. I don't know why I'm saying he's back. He didn't go anywhere. He's just been unfortunate with those 2 decisions against Canelo. And I look forward to him, not this fight, but in, I don't know, maybe his next 2 or 3 fights, showing people that he still has a lot to offer in this boxing game. A lot to offer. Peace.